This tutorial will help you learn the basics for the image tool when using Glogster EDU. To begin, you can select the image button from the toolbar. It'll turn gray. When you select it, it'll turn white and the image window will come up. You'll see there are two tabs, Images and Frames. Right now I'm on the Images tab, and you have three options when you want to include a picture on your glog. You could upload, you could link, or you could grab. I'm going to show you the upload and link options. To grab a photograph, you have to have a camera installed or available for use, and Glogster EDU will walk you through those steps, so you're welcome to give that a try. I'm going to start by showing you the upload tool. To use the upload tool, you will need to have an image saved on your computer. So if you don't have an image you'd like to use, go ahead and pause the video and find the image you would like. Once you have the image you would like to use, you select Upload. It'll turn black. It'll pop up this window and you'll find your image file. I have a JPEG. It's called Mario Miracle. Once I've selected it, it's highlighted and it's also listed here in the file name. And when I click Open, I get a proxy message that I can cancel. Yours should just work automatically. I'm going to try once more. And here you can see it uploading the file. And then it adds it to my library right here. So now it's ready to use. If I want to select it, it makes my image available for use on my glog. Another option you have is to link to an image. To link to an image, you will have to find the image on the internet. Keep in mind that you may, depending on your uses, need to cite your website where you're finding the image and give credit to the photographer. What you would do is find the image that you need. I'm going to use this Jayhawk. And I simply have just the Jayhawk in the screen, and I can copy the link to this image. And then in Glogster, I go back to my Glogster tab. So I went from my image tab to my Glogster tab. I click on link, and this time the link button opens add image from the web, and I simply paste. So you can right click in the space and click paste. It'll paste the web address, the URL from where I found the Jayhawk image, and I click add to your files. You can see it pasting, and it should now be a part of my library. It is. So I can close X out with the pink button, and now this Jayhawk is a part of my library. So the image that you want to use then, once you have them uploaded into your library, you simply click on it for a preview. It is not added to your glog until you click Use It, but you do have another option before you add it. If you want to leave it without a frame, you can add it now, or you can click on Frame on this toolbar. Frames, there are a number of categories. Basic also includes the no frame if you like your image without a frame. If you click See All, you can go through and see all the various options. And if you try them, it'll give you a preview. Some of them it'll change the size. It might take away from what your image actually is, depending on how big your image is. So you do have quite a few options. You could do Christmas Jayhawk, depending on what you like and what fits your needs. So this one I like, so I can click Add a Media, and I can click Use It, and it's now on my glog. Now that I have the pictures that I would like, I can close my image window, and I'm ready to edit. Simply click on the image to drag it anywhere I want on my screen, and my screen here is my glog. I'm going to leave it in this corner. It does look pretty big, so the first thing I might want to do is change the size. In each of the corners, you can click and grab and make it bigger or smaller. I'm going to make mine a little bit smaller. I also have the option to rotate. I can grab the curled arrows. On the editing toolbar, I could put the image in front, I could put the image behind, I could clone the image if I want to have more than one. So now I have two. Whichever image has the edit toolbar, whichever one is selected, is the image I'm currently working on. So I'm back to this one. And this one cancels the changes, so I could go back to my original if I wanted to. And I also have the option to use the editing function. So if I want to go inside the element, I can click edit, and just this element is then shown on the screen. My first choice is to change the graphics color, and what this would do is I can also see the preview. This changes the frame that I have. It does leave my image alone. So if you want a frame that better matches, you have some options to play around here, and you can add your colors as well. To save it, you'd have to click apply. I am not going to save mine, so I'm going to simply click the X in the corner. The next button is add link. If I wanted to add a link, for instance, if I wanted this button to go to ku.edu, I could type the address here and click apply, and this would then make my glog a button, or make my image a button on my glog. So that's a nice feature if you'd like to turn your images into buttons. I'm not going to apply mine, I'm going to go back out. I can also edit the text, font, and color. So I have this option as well, and the characters. And same thing, last one, effects. I can add shadows. I can change the angle of the shadow. A lot of different options with the color under change effects. I'm not going to apply any changes, so I simply X out. So edit tools, take a chance, play with them, make your images look the way that you want. At any time, if you're not happy with your image, or you want to start over, if it's not really going with your glog, you click the trash can and it will disappear. If you decide you like it and you would like to keep your image, you simply click off of it so you can work on something else. And be sure you do click save and publish as you finish with each element to ensure that your glog is saved and your changes are saved. And that's it for the image tool on Glogster EDU. If needed, be sure to check out the other Glogster tool tutorials on YouTube.